What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Amy here, and today I gotta be quiet because it is 1 o'clock in the morning, but it's a story time. Now, I'm gonna make this quick. So y'all know, but I do Instacart to get extra money, right? So, alright, this was yesterday. So this is my first experience of doing Instacart. So around 12 or 1 in the, not in the morning, but 12 or 1 p.m., I called my homeboy. He said, I asked him, like, yo, you trying to help me do Instacart? Because he does Instacart. He said, yeah. So I went over to his house, picked him up. We went to Kroger's to stop and get some wait for some batches. We got our first batch, right? It was $4.68, I believe. I don't got no screenshots, but y'all just gonna have to believe me. So they wanted 1 pound of ground beef and a birthday cake flavored ice cream. I looked, I'm like, what the fuck? So I ain't ready to do too much of it. I went in the store, got it. We drove to the they was like 4 miles away from Kroger's. I wasn't even tripping, so I bet. So I drove over there. My homeboy tell me the direction, so I drove over there. They live in an apartment, but the address didn't show where their actual like apartment was at. It just showed where their apartment buildings was at. You know what I'm saying? So I drove around the freaking by the way, I'm looking at my screen because I'm playing Adult Con, so I drove around the neighborhood, right, trying to find their spot. And so I called them. I was like, hey, this is Tamar from Instacart, trying to find your address. Ring, 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 ring. This motherfucker gonna hang up on me while I'm trying to find your shit. What the fuck? So then I got a little irritated, so I was like, all right, bet. So then I text them. I was like, hey. So no, I know they texted me saying like, hey, I'm at the lower balcony. So there's a low balcony, a high balcony there. So I'm guessing downstairs, lower balcony. So I'm like, okay, bro, this ain't Blue's Clues. I'm not trying to look for clues to find where your shit. Then they text again saying, I'm downstairs with phone in my hand with red stuff. I'm like, bro, just tell me where you at, bro. Like, this is getting ridiculous. So then I finally found, they said it was in the front, so I was like, all right, bad. So I drove to the front, looked slow, I drove slow, and just trying to look. Found them. That's first batch. So that experience wasn't too bad. Low batch. Wasn't really hard to find them. It's cool. It was cool. I gave like a 4 out of 10. But right now I'm gonna cut because I'm gonna upload this to TikTok too. I'm gonna upload as a video, but I'm gonna combine the video. So yeah, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna catch you guys for part 2. Alright, here's part 2. So then we drove back to Kroger's to wait for another batch. Another batch comes, and this batch was they paid $26, but the mileage from the store to the actual place was 19 miles. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. That's too much. So we stopped. So we didn't accept it. So we went to another batch. Now this batch was $6 for 2 items. A balloon, a heart-shaped balloon that says I love you, and some hard caramel candy, the offering, the nice brand ones. I ain't gonna show y'all. I don't forget. But then so it was at Walgreens. So we went to Walgreens, went to the store. We trying to find out the candy. Then I'm not saying their names or none of that. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling y'all my experience. So we found the candy. We went to the candy aisle. They didn't have the candy. So I was like, okay. So we gave them a refund on that one. Then the balloons, mind you, they have 2 types, meaning like they have one inflated and one not inflated. But the balloon they specifically wanted was not inflated. We only had it in a package. So I got it. Went to the cashier, but mind y'all, this is where things get irritating. I went to the cashier, and they said, we don't got no helium. I was like, all right, cool. So then I text the customer. They did not text back. So I waited for like 10 minutes. I didn't want to mess up their order. So I waited 10 minutes where I said, hey, they don't have no helium. Do you still want it in the package? No text back for 10 minutes. So I was like, you know what? Freaking, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I got it. Went in my car, drove to the location. The location was in a motherfucking gas station. It was like outside a vape store. So I look at my friend like this. This is the place? And the description was tall, no lie, tall and sexy man with tattoos. Bro, what? So I went to the store. There was a white tall man with tattoos. I'm not saying he's sexy. I'm not saying that shit. So a white man with tattoos, right? So he had a customer. So I waited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait until he finishes with his customer. All right. After he waited for his customer, I asked him, like, hey, are you such and such such? He said, no. Huh? What you mean, no? So I was like, okay. So you didn't want for no for this? He said, mm-mm. I was like, I went hop back in my car, wait for part three. Part three. So I hop back in my car, right? I look at my friend like, yeah, I told him like, this is the wrong dude. He's like, what you mean? I said, nigga, this is the wrong dude. So I text, I'm like, hey, I'm in this location. Where are you at? She says, I am not there. This is for my boyfriend. What? So what you want me to do? Then she texts me back. I think either I told her again or she texted me back. I think I told her. I don't know. I can't remember. Then she was like, then she gonna get mad at me saying, why you now just telling me that y'all don't have no helium? If you look back in the first two messages I texted you, I said they didn't have no helium. Then her second sentence was like, why the heck did I pay $9.99 for it not to be inflated? I said, lady, that got nothing to do with me. Why the fuck you getting mad at me? Listen, I texted this lady saying that they ain't had no helium. Do you still want it? No text back. Now she's getting all mad at me, talking about some, hey, this and that. I'm like, lady, that shit had nothing to do with me. So my friend told me, yo, if I was you, bro, I'll just put it on the door. I was like, bro, I'm not doing that, bro. So I texted her trying to solve the situation. So she was like, do you still want me to give it to you? Because she said it was for her boyfriend. So I'm like, so do you still want me to give it to your boyfriend? She said, helium first, then give it, then yes. I was like, okay, bet. So I went to Kroger's because my friend suggested that Kroger go. So we went to Kroger. We waited. So in Floral or wherever it was, we waited 40 minutes because the lady that they called for was on break. So and it was another dude. He was waiting too. So we were waiting like 40 minutes. Then after they came, she was like, so she was handing a customer, so I waited. Then I asked her like, hey, can you blow this up? Cause I thought it was gonna be free because it wasn't from Kroger or like, you know what I'm saying? This lady said I gotta pay $12.99. $12.99 to blow a balloon that's not mine. Like for part 4, last part. Alright, part 4. So it was $12.99. I told lady, I looked right in her face like this. Give it back. I'm not paying that. So what I did now was I told her they can't do it. So I was like, you know what? So I went back to Walgreens and I gave them the balloon bag, gave them a refund. But we already purchased the item, so I couldn't give her. I can't refund the delivery. So then I took a picture of the ground. Then I pressed sand or whatever I did. So to get the lady off my back, bro, this lady was so irritating, bro. I looked at her, I'm like, lady, please, bro. I'm like, lady, why you getting mad at me? Because you bought something and you thought it was going to be inflated. and I already texted you. I waited. Guys. I waited 10 minutes at the cash register. 10 minutes. And she get mad at me because what? Now her boyfriend don't have a balloon. I don't know what it was for. It wasn't his birthday. It didn't say her birthday. So I guess it was like anniversary or something. I don't know. She didn't have the candy nor the balloon. And like I said, I gave her a refund. I gave the store a refund, so she should have her money back. But I still got paid from it, so I don't know how that transpired. Y'all let me know in the comments. Was I wrong? Was I wrong? So hopefully she got her money back. If not, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got. That's the story time I got y'all for today. That's my experience doing Instacart. Am I still gonna do Instacart? Yeah, it was just one bad experience. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna still do Instacart. It was just one bad experience. So yeah. But anyways, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all want more story times, I got y'all. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Why not? I don't know. But yeah, I hope my friend will react to this. I'm gonna tell this motherfucker to react to this too. And by the way, that motherfucker, he pissed me off because he was dying laughing the whole time. I'm looking with a straight mad face. I'm like, this man was dying laughing, bro. He was like, I looked at him like, really? Because I was already in a bad mood. So I was already irritated. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. If y'all plan on doing Instacart, just mind y'all, it's not Instacart, it's the customers. But do what y'all want. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.